All right, it's true. It's true. I need help eating all the bacon I can muster into my big gullet. I found a breakthrough, which I think is true. I have severe ADHD. I whine about it all the time on here and my previous larger channels. But there's something in the bacon grease that lubricates the gears in my brain and the good fats with the carbs and everything else. So I think it's more, I want to start a breakfast diet where I just eat breakfast foods for a week or a month, depending on what I can afford. I don't have any money now. I got a couple of dollars in food stamps coming. That's about it. So I'm trying to find the cheapest price of bacon in my area and sausage links. And I guess Dollar Tree and Dollar General can have it for as low as 175 a pound. So that would be your average package of bacon is 12 to 16 ounces, which is a pound. So that would be like $2 a packet, if that's true, which would be insane. At some point, I can afford to stay in bacon and breakfast food for the month, which is crazy. I have such a hard time feeding myself because I don't drive, and two, I'm having hardcore money troubles, and three, I'm having surgery backlash. Uh, and I'm appealing my SSA case on top of everything else. Oh shit. Oh no. I got therapy in 20 minutes. This day's crazy. Well, I'm going to tell her to limit it to a half-hour session since I'm not feeling like a chatty Cathy right now. But what I will say is, yeah, the magic of bacon for some people. I know it's been associated with clogging arteries, and if you're over a certain weight or you have high blood pressure, it's not recommended. And I'm sure there's some bad cholesterol somewhere woven in the fabric, but I think God meant us to meet most people to eat meat. Someone like me that lacks the brain power and can benefit from all the extra fat and all the extra calories I have a hard time coming by. Other times I'll just crave like granola bars or something stupid like that, and those are designed to lose weight, not maintain it or gain it. So if I have any type of workout resistance based strength gaining plan, it falls through because I'm not stacking normal calories to maintain it, and certainly not the extra to push it over the top and round it everything else rounded. So that's where we're at with that. I yeah, the eggs have the omega 3s and stuff, and people thought the yolks were bad for long, and now we realize that's not true for the most part. They have, it's the enzymes in the meat that's got to be something there. I feel I get more done. I've got more firepower. I feel satiated when I have all that. It's not, screw the taste. It has nothing to do with that. Um, I've been looking for something for a long time that I could eat on a regular basis. First, I'm like, well, I'll just make a bunch of bran muffins for the month, and I'll buy the fiber, I'll buy the sprouts and all that. It was pretty expensive, but then you get a lot of muffins out of it. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just have a big trough of beans and I'll make burritos for lunch. I'm like, that'll be simple and good and the perfect nutrition. But it was turning my stomach for whatever reason, so that didn't work out. And now I'm integrating falafel and couscous. The only problem with falafel, you can't reheat it because you deep fry it and it soaks in the grease. So when you microwave the olive oil, it tastes really weird, and it gets a weird texture. I guess I could crisp them in the oven on a baking tray, but I don't think they'd turn out quite the same. Those are one of those in the moment foods where you have to just heat them and eat them and just be done with it. But that's the perfect. All those foods are a perfect combination of protein, fiber, and carbs, with the exception of my breakfast blend. But then I'll add grape nuts for the fiber. Maybe take a fiber supplement, right? So that'll be what I'm trying to do for that. But mostly, when I don't have my appetite, I've got to have these, and these cost all my food stamps. So I don't get to order Uber. I don't get to go to restaurants. I don't get to have pre-made sandwiches or even lunch meat to make my own sandwiches. I don't get frozen stuff anymore. So it's really not enough money to feed a grown adult. So we're trying to work back into working more, but it's just been a nightmare. This surgery complication. Now it's worse than, I wish they could put back whatever was growing on me before. because whatever was lodged in place the right way, and my system was used to it, and now I'm just going no. But yeah, the bacon seems like it would be very, very neat. But also, yeah, so it's either Dollar Tree, Dollar General, or Dollar Store has the bacon and the cheap sausage links, as well as dollar pancake mix, super cheap eggs, and the dollar hash brown thingies. They look like the McDonald's hash browns. I might skip those and just do regular potatoes, but I've been letting my potatoes sit too. Like they're turning my stomach, but I need the complex carbs so bad since my metabolism just naturally burns them off. And when I'm active, which I try to be every day, working outside, doing whatever I have to do to keep up the place, I burn that stuff off really quickly. When I'm able to replenish it, I feel like $1,000,000. Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. So, should I buy a wholesale bacon? Should I just get a cow? Should I steal a cow? Should I, or just do Dollar General bacon with the irregular cuts? But I'll probably just get a cheap brand like Oscar Mayer or something like that. But we got like a Winco and a grocery outlet, which is what I use to get all my supplements. Because there can be as much as 70% off. I just have food stamps for now and barely any of those. So it's got to be really cheap. I don't need the extra hickory smoked pork cut double combo, 2-inch cut thick one, you know. But yeah, I'll make the sandwich with the pancakes for the bread, just a little drizzle of butter and syrup in the middle with the eggs and the hash browns on the side. Oh man. That is functional food, man. I said it. I can't stop thinking about it because yesterday I just felt so damn good. And usually I don't have the patience to wait for a tray of bacon because it takes forever to get going. And then it always looks like it's more done than it is in the pan, or not quite done enough. And then you take it out and the color changes, like, oh shit, it was burned all along. So the art of frying bacon takes a while to perfect sometimes. But it's worth it. It's a beautiful skill. But I think bacon grease is good for me. I really maintain that. I use it to cook a bunch of other stuff, and obviously as Americans we hear grease and fat and we immediately head for the hills. We're just trained by the media to be triggered by certain words, you know. I don't think it'll give me a heart attack. But as it stands, meat is like super hard for me to come by since I don't drive. I had some really good coupons for Grubhub for a while. If you guys know of any secrets to that, any hacks, or any discount clubs I can join for that, that'd be amazing. But I can't afford that anymore. Oh yeah, it's I didn't really think too much of it until recently, and now I'm seeing it has magic powers and properties to it. Mm. Even the Baconator burger I had at Jack's, or maybe it was Burger King. It was so great, that extra bacon, that little salty extra taste and texture. I recently learned to like pork, but it has to be pretty good. If it's still oinking at me, no. But a pork taco and a true Mexican knows they'll stand around a pork taco truck and make fun of of the customers that order the chicken and the beef. Especially the chicken, though. It's not cool to order that. I don't know why. But to me, the texture means as much as the taste. If it's fried the right way, it's great. If it's underdone, it ain't fun. It ain't cool. But I've got like chefs in the family that are like really into certain things. So I got to get some bacon hacks. And we're going to make cowboy candy. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's jalapeno that is pickled and then candied at the final stage. It's got that glaze over on it. So it's a perfect tangy, spicy, sweet and salty treat. And it's very craveable, you know. Jalapenos are versatile. You could tame them to different degrees of heat. And they actually have a taste of their own, an aftertaste. It's not just hot for hotness sake, you know. You ever been to one of those hot sauce stores or those gift shops where they all have these obscene names, one worse than the other, and then they have the skull rating on the side, and it's like kick yo ass hot sauce, rootin' tootin' cowboy sauce, and a bunch of unsavory repeatable names that I couldn't repeat. I'm worried about the AI blasting me. You know what I mean? It scans the streams, the AI scanner. Ooh. This is a Christian band, Joe Christmas. Oh yeah. Those make good gifts too. But when you get older, yeah, you get ulcers and it starts killing your stomach a little bit. But I like apple cider vinegar. I can mix that with lemon juice and sugar, or fake sugar. I only use fake sugar. But I think, yeah, losing weight, it was easy to maintain once I gave up soda. I used to have Pepsi every day. That's 71 grams of sugar, which is like 3 bowls of ice cream, 3 servings. That's a lot of sugar and carbs. But I got that from my grandpa when I lived with him. He swore by his Pepsi every day. And he lived deep into his 90s, but that was his one treat. But he would ride pretty high on the caffeine and start tooling around and fixing things on the roof, and then he would crash for his nap with the sugar crash. And we kept telling him to get the diet one, and he just couldn't. He didn't like the taste. In that situation, the diet is better. You know, some people say, "Oh no, it's like rat poison," but no. It's still more unpronounceable. The ingredients on the side of the thing, the less chance you want them inside your body in some capacity. Yeah, it's pretty smart to be discerning with that stuff. Oh, I love it. I'm just yammering away. What else? Ooh, I gotta go. No,